didn't talk much during the last stream I did a couple hours ago. I was tired, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, so figured it wasn't for the best that I talk, especially while everybody was sleeping. Leaf, I presume. Hey, Momodi said to expect you, so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement and that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west. The trade we do. Every day goes by that Horizon is bustling with some sort of merchants or officials. They keep us running about busy. They do, enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own, and that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you are ready to make yourself of some use. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order is yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair. I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Gotcha. What do you want? Dead ends product. Give him the notice. He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern is close the mines. The concern is close the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Take some boots. The product you heard Dedanin going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw nashishite. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Picked it up and hauled it out even. But then them 12 damned goblins came along, not like any goblins I've seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nashishite? Gotcha. I'm gonna skip this dude because I don't care about the side quest stories. stuff in. Or run into a pole. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nashite? Yes, I did. There you go, there's 3 of it. Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha Ulnasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. This should save Dedanan from its troubles if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. Yes, it is. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? And I know just what I can. I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass leads have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges can be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part to slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufalupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble and maybe even offer you more. Gotcha. Please don't. Thank you. It's gonna attack me. Apparently I forgot something over here. That's great. Where is it? There it is. Alrighty. Turn this in. Oh. I really hope I'm able to get to some dungeons today. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? What? You slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The breastblades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much and more you can do to help here. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leo Frick Stationed there ever since he was transferred. We've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply, and so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalan, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion Crossing would have seen something, but if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanalan. With luck, you will find her quickly. Gotcha. Except I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do all these side quests because I want the juicy XP. Even though it's probably literally not worth my time doing any of it. Because I'm already way over leveled than what the story is. At least I think I am. Yeah, I'm level 20 and the story is level 11. Alrighty. Awesome, there's a fate here too for this quest. Oh, son of a bitch. Well, hopefully this don't take that long. Get all of this stuff off my screen now. Like, Jesus Christ. makes more sense. Uh, a letter. I have got Fufalupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Got to tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts confessed or if ignored. Fufalupa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Gotcha. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Here's your letter. Lufa sent you all this way because of a late letter. The boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The brass blades don't give a Kikeren's ass about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventurer, the refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. I thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, a lot of you. Fine then. Listen well. Band of outlaws has taken up residence at the Quiveron Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to whatever the fuck. Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Gotcha. Alrighty, let's go and do these side quests real quick. Sorry if you can hear what sounds like an inhaler or anything. I'm using a vape because I'm an adult. Come on. Whee! Hello. I skipped that whole thing because I zoned out. As you may have noticed, I am in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufalupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass blades of the rose. I shouldn't have given it to the boy, or I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Alright, well, I will do that here in a second, because I gotta go this way. Hello. There is a stream delay, so you probably won't get my response in like about 30 seconds. So there's nothing I can do about that either. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Had to go on a side quest of my own. Oh, you game, sorry you had to witness that little reunion between me and Mila, or Mila, sort of nulled, back from the dead. You'd think it'd be greeted by throngs of adoring fans, not threats of violence. Listen, Leaf, you're good with a sword, that's plain to see. As a former man of conviction, I can recognize a kindred spirit. Girl named her Frenzy. She's one of a magnificent pair of swords that the drunken prodigy forged for Coliseum champions. Man who wielded her twin had eyes that burned like yours. Leaf, all this sort of dulled. We've come for your head. If you do that, then how the hell am I supposed to enjoy my ale? Arrogant fool, prepare to meet your maker. Well, ain't you a bunch of impatient, humorless fellas? Up for a bit of fun, Leaf? I'll lead, you follow. Didn't think he'd go so far to send a gang of sellswords into the quicksand in broad daylight. Why is it never a bevy of beauties? Let's continue this another time, shall we? I need to find a new place to drink, one with more attractive company than this sorry lot. My apologies, Leaf. I meant to teach you a new technique earlier, but when the idiot arrived, I completely forgot. He's just so infuriating. Ahem, the shield lob technique will allow you to attack from afar without the need for ranged weaponry. Since we gladiators are primarily close range fighters, the ability to draw the attention of distant enemies is a valuable asset. May it serve you well on the field, Leaf. None of that matters because I'm about to get some way better gear. Leaf, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by link pearl, he said he'd try to seek shelter at the coffer and coffin. Take this potion and search for him there. Okay. You know what? I actually have mail. I want to go get that first. Oops. No, I don't want to use my other A tickets. Thank you, brother. It all happened so fast over by the tracks to the north. I don't know who attacked me nor why they left me alive, but I dare say the answer is out there. Surely someone saw something. Fellow outside, I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. Was alone as I recall. Say he's wounded, thought he was just drunk. Yes, he's drunk and he's bleeding all over the place. That makes sense. Suspicious characters. Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first I thought he was talking to himself, but then I realized he had a link pearl. Heard him say something about the wrong man and the Silver Bazaar. Does that help? Yes, it does. That guy at that bar was an idiot. Purple robe, that sounds familiar. Aye, it was him, I'd swear it. Did you find anything else? Yeah, I found this ring. Picked this up by the tracks, eh? Might well have belonged to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before. Might be as Y-Mod could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who's always lounging around Emerald Avenue in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, he'll probably ask to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Y-Mod. He's sure to know something about it. To Ul'dah we go. Alright, Wyman, what do you got to say? Well, now, if it ain't Leaf, everybody's favorite adventurer, I hear you threw your lot in with the gladiators. A questionable decision, given the events of recent days, but to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure? Here, look at this ring. Boy, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the seven hells did you get one of those rings? What, don't you recognize the sigil? Goddamn fool. Before you go stumbling around in that brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards will be lurking within. Been a long time since Ul'Dah's seen a criminal organization rise from obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Alacrin. Word is they've got connection to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and God knows who else. Excuse me. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into. Understood? Okay. Very helpful. All I know now is that the ring belonged basically to a bandit group. That's cool. Oh, Leaf, I was wondering when you might return. What news did you bring of our injured comrade? He was attacked by the member of the Alacrin, or whatever you want to call him. The Alacrin, I find that hard to believe, but no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed to for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. People living there are in grave danger if they're in their frenzy to find their quarry. The bandits won't scruple to destroy property or harm civilians, and the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them. Leaf will protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate all in one fell swoop. Bit melodramatic if you ask me. All this, I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit idly by while you charge into battle against an enemy you know nothing about, Mila. A responsible guildmaster would never risk the lives of her charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Mila, listen to me. This is the Alacrin you're dealing with. So, whatever notoriety they may have achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Mila. I have been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanolin. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own, is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldous. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through? Mila, I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Mila, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough. Get out. Get out. Alright. Save some of that for Alacrin, but you try not to let Leaf here come to harm while you're at it. To the Silver Bazaar I go. On my merry little adventure. I'm not sure exactly when, but once my wife decides to, decides that she wants to, we're gonna probably end up streaming some Fortnite or something. I don't know. She might want to play something else and not stream. It's entirely up to her. But until then, I'm going to be streaming this. There you are, Leaf. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? Yep. I might die. Oh, never mind. Rejoice, gladiators, for the day is ours. What? But why would you be? Leave them to us, First Sword. No, stop. Such brittle blade. Such brittle blades so easily broken. Leave her, Zana. Our business here is over. What have you done, Leavold? First Sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let us take them back to the guild. Give me a moment, Leaf. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, Mila. I begged you not to go. You knew all this, that Leovold had... Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum, the twin swords of Nullthal, they called us. Never lost a match, honored by the bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, and this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alacran from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanalin, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago that the three of us used to train together in this hall. Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldous? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, Mila, I promise. Alright, I'm gonna take the helmet. And I'm gonna go do the adventure and skilled stuff real quickly. Alright, I will be back in a quick second. I've got to go make my kids some food real quick. So I will probably be like maybe 5 minutes, so. Alrighty, I am back. In my honest opinion, these quests should have been made, like, standard for the main story, and not, like, some side stuff. That way you can learn, like, how the game actually works. Like, avoiding the orange puddles and Come on, come over here. Thank you. Alright, now we go to Horizon. Sorry about that, like, super long episode of silence there. It's just, there's nothing really to talk about. That kind of stuff should be baked into the actual story, not side stuff. That way players can learn really fast and easy what to do for the game, and I just skipped over all of that dialogue. The brass blades of the rose have need of your assistance once more, Leaf. Thaumaturgists from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics, as the area is rife with wild beasts. Our Horizon garrison has been charged with security. But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak to Toto Runa. And while I do this, I'm going to queue up for this. And hopefully that pops, because I kind of want the XP. From my understanding, the guild hests are basically just like content that's supposed to teach you how the game works. They're like mini little dungeons. The bleeding adventurer come to help. I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we've got this under control, and besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufulupa. Well, he's got a stick up his arse for the size of a sabo tender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay out. Hey, adventurer, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturgist, see, and he wants them treated to the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village and tell Raff that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I had something come up that I had to take care of real quick. Now, I don't think there's any quest to kill these mobs that I need for my hunting log. I may as well wait until I'm done in this little area first. May as well just pick that up for when I decide to level a different job or something. fresh fish for Captain Baldwin? Of course, we will do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will please. But don't worry, sir, the captain will have his fish, I swear it. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night a gang of bandits from the Quiver and Manse were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell Mines. Nashashite, I think I heard one say, they're to meet with their co-conspirator soon at the Footfalls. What did you say? Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings, the brass blades cannot abide such malfeasance. Forgive my eavesdropping, Leaf. I came to Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly. If we are to apprehend these thieves, I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Oh! Not Captain Baldwin. Always the bald people, man. From what I can tell, that holy cup that I just picked up is a reference to the Holy Grail. I'm not entirely sure on that, though, but it would make sense. Just take them. Yeah, like I thought, there's no quests for these enemies, so just kill them and get that thing locked done. You do get a decent reward for completing it, which is a ring for your job, so may as well do it. Decent piece of gear, except you're gonna replace it pretty quickly, if I remember right. But no harm in doing it. You do get an achievement for... Oh, can't do that while I'm in a duty, and I'm number 2 in the roll, so may as well just wait. Now if I kill all these hunt log enemies and I'm still in the queue for it, I'm gonna just leave it. It's not that important. Alright, and then I just need these guys. These 2 quests that I'm about to accept are for glamour and color dyeing, I believe. Not necessary, but from everyone I've talked to, glamour is the true end game, making yourself look really cool. So I'll just go ahead and pick these up. do them real quick. May as well, no harm. Alright, let's kill these things real quick, then we'll go turn that side quest in over there, and then we'll do the main story. You may have noticed that I did skip some of the quests in Camp Dry Bones, just because we're going to go there later. Let's just get these done and over with here. Alrighty. So we'll pick up the Chocobo Keep. It's good to have. One second. Okay. If I remember correctly, this quest right here is for like farming, for like housing and stuff. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. And if you hear my dogs in the background, I'm sorry. They are very loud. And I'm still in the queue, so... A 14-minute queue as a tank? That's fine, that's whatever. I know, and I think it's probably gonna be it'll either be the release of Evercold or just before it. I'm hoping it'll be the part one of the last patch where they're gonna make it to where it groups up the entire like data center, or not the data center, but well, yeah, I guess the data center or something like that for queuing. It'll make queuing in the duty finder way faster. I still think it'd probably be best to use the party finder for certain things. Um, like, like doing raids and stuff. Like if you want to do them synced, like how they were initially when they were released, it's probably better just to use the party finder still. But I mean, you could queue with randoms, but who knows. Alright, I'm going to leave this because I want to continue the story and I don't much care. Alright, Baldwin, what do you have to say for yourself? Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from Copperbell Mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why are you with one of Quiveron's men, sir? That man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good, and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin, are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon Foofaloopa. It didn't have to be like this. Oh, I just skipped that because the auto text. But, sir, if your crimes are uncovered, what if Lord Lodorito finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I am acting under the authority of Lord Lodorito himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think the people joined the Brass Blades Frufalupa to serve and protect? Ha! God damn it! You there, adventurer, do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I'm turning this off. I am Sir Baron von Quiveren IV, Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leofric. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering on about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quiveron's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lodorito's surprise when he learned that a rank, vile brassblade was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows 7 hells, but I'm a captain. He wouldn't. I was once a captain too, remember, and we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You've done the brassblades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric, Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lodorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That all our brethren are no better, and that each and every of one cares not but coin? Ha! More excuses to justify his schemes. Aye, we've no shortage of greedy sods, some who'd probably sell their own mother But there are men like you, Fufalufa, men good and true, whom the small folk respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The breastblades of the rose need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. I'm not repeating that. Thank you for all your help, Leaf. The captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when you next return. Or when next you return. I forgot. Old English speech. Alrighty. That is one fat chocobo making its way towards me. I have that mount too. But I won't be using it. I'll be using my favorites. Welcome back, Leaf. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the Breastblades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Till a new one is designated, I've been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Leaf, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our effort to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to a man named Owen, but he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. I can think of no reason why he should have any dealings with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owen was too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with this information until now. I have chosen you, Leaf. Please. Blah, blah, blah. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan's sworn. She will know how best to proceed. Leaf, it's been too long. Dadanan tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it too. What is it? You look like you got something to say. Yeah, here's the letter. So that's what this is all about. Fufaloop was thinking Owen might have been in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, he needn't worry. Owen's as loyal as Sultan Sworn as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute, wasn't Owen the one who... Oh, hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Leaf, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you, but if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Can I count on your discretion, Leaf? If so, then listen closely. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate ruled by Sultana Nanamo Ul Namo. Truth is, though, it's the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the Syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got support of the people, but she might struggle to keep even that in a certain incident becomes public knowledge. Pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen, and Owen's the Sultan's sworn, who was charged with guarding it that night. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastard who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owen of all people at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Leaf. Tell him Momodi sent you and that it concerns a lost heirloom. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. Heart of the sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon, did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let's see it. Here you go. Have you read this, adventurer? Nope. I see, but you have some inkling as to its contents, I think. Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss could mean for Her Grace the Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan Sworn and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will not. It will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to whereabouts of the crowns. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery until you arrived bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the turn of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. So much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Sure. I have no choice. I'm being forced. But before I do that, we're going to go to Gladiators Guild and continue my class quest. Leaf, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alacran. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would have not returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour the island for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alacran, or worse. If there is any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alacran near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please leave, find our missing comrade, and bring him home safe. Sure thing. Whee! As a side note, you may be wondering why I'm doing all the side quests, even though they don't really do much for me. Um, Sometimes you do get pets and emotes and stuff, um, but I'm mainly doing it because I don't like to have my map cluttered with stuff. I absolutely hate that. Um, that and it does tend to make you level up a little bit faster, which then allows me to swap to something else. So, like, if I wanted to play a different job, I get swapped to that and still kind of be okay because the story does give a very large amount of XP, so it's good for catch up. It's a trap, brother. Kind of figured it was a trap, my guy. That's some fine swordsmanship, Leaf. Mila, the first sword certainly knows how to pick 'em. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild, a wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel, but to look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice, but to rise to the occasion, though. What with all that trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago, selfish bastard, he should have never, but enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Uldaw after a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Mila that I'm fine. Gotcha. Wait, what did that say? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Leaf, thank the gods you're alright. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time to yourself and return when you've recuperated, but before you go, speak to Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Ah, Leaf, the very gladiator I was seeking, lean closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Aldous sends his regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in Eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword, as you may have gathered from their previous interactions. She's still rather upset with him and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. Ah, that would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me, this is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear any rendezvous from me. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Where have you been? Busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old outgoat through and through, but gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leavold's lackeys? Master Leavold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Leaf? Sure. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a man like you to rely upon. She's his father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever, stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. I mean, I'll do what I can. Thank you. I know this business with Leavold and the Alacran has everybody on edge, but it's almost over now. You have my word. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leavold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Leaf. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Alrighty, and then back to Ul'dah I go. Alrighty. Why are you staring at me like that, Leaf? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacran's movements. I remain confident that we'll find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. I'll take that. Got a new weapon. Okay. And then I go to Blackbrush Station, but I've got to deal with my dogs real quick, so I will be right back.
Alright. I'm back. I've come as agreed. Now show me the crown. You'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen, you're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us as we speak, ready to feather me and my man the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Aye, 'tis the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now, at long last, we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers the traitors spurn. No, it can't be. What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over, what it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you, or did you assume we were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible knowing that you've brought us the doom of no idea what the hell that is, Sildi. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. Or ignominy. I don't know. Words are hard, man. There's too many. Leave. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Sultan sworn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Sultan sworn, no matter, kill them all. Master Papashan, but why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vault, Owen. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General, he ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan Sorn, they have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan, you cannot suffer to live. The wisdom of the Paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, this is indeed a disturbing revelation. We had long suspected the involvement of the Bringers of Chaos, Ashians, to give them their true name. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, as if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Charlans crossed paths with Ashians before? Well, we've certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you of my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next. I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your last altercation. But all's well that ends well. Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Leaf. Man, your feet must be soggy walking in that water. Everyone is waiting for you, adventurer. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Leaf? I was once a Sultan Sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of Station Master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of the crown's theft reached her ears. Thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan Sworn, Leaf.
Exalted vessel of Nalthal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Rauban,
Your Grace.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Rauban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor!
Huzzah! Indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
By the 12, Leaf, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at this banquet are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Uldar. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however, Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need to know. Welcome back, Leaf, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road, I know you're a busy man, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with the ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings
Made specially for the occasion, they're meant to symbolize. Actually, forget about that. This was meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmith Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Ah, Leaf, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard. You see, only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi, so you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take her grace's safety very seriously. Picked up your earrings yet, Leaf? Yep, right here. Let me just... Well, now it looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of them earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, God only knows what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Leaf, because you're about to hobnob with Ulda's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. This is it, Leaf, your big debut in Uldan High Society. The banquet is being held in the Fragment Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade. Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first or he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. Banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, my lord. Please proceed inside. I apologize if you can hear the dogs in the background. My wife just got home.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Rauban? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Uldar is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Uldar, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the 3 grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The Yellow Serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the White Wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells!
barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link shells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Kaspamul, Soginin Moise Tonsul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way. Kiskat Toga Hats Waddle Dorns. Sees Nigem. Fizdun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
How you feeling, Leaf? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though. You're probably not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, Leaf? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you is getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Been waiting for you, Leaf. I trust you are fully recovered. Good, because there is much work to be done, work that I would have you do. Listen, well, Leaf, this will take some time to explain. I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eurasian Alliance. 5 years ago, we looked on powerless as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cardano, first by the Garleans and then by the thrice-damned Primo called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, hand of the warriors of light of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be, and remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same, and I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept? Then it is agreed. We will journey to Gridania and Limsa Limenza as my official representative. Now that's a great many miles to travel, but I've never the time nor the patience to wait around while you do it on foot. Hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstances demands it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Hi, Leaf. I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise.
Should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the world. Now go, Leaf, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Whoops, I went to the wrong place. Back from your meeting with Raban, are you? What did the big man have to say? He said, in fact, personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship, bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't take any. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Leaf. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen a Rosea from above. Verbar goes shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa Lominsa's shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Granada. But not you, Leaf. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences, for they are priceless after all. Saying that, I'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. It will die, not the only place beset by troubles, and you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man you are, Leaf, and what kinds that you ask. Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course, and don't you ever go change him. Safe travels, Leaf. I'll see you when you get back.
Alright, I'm ending it here. I'm gonna take a quick break. I might be at it later.